So our first week here was not exactly what I thought it would be. You guys, this is my master new home to-do list because I've been feeling so overwhelmed. Being 34 weeks pregnant, having like Braxton Hicks all throughout the day. This kitchen is so functional when it comes to cooking. It's like amazing. Today is a huge day because we're getting that shed relocated. What if there's a family of skunks living under there? I didn't even talk about the ants or the huge centipede I saw the other day. All the things I forgot that comes with having a house. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is my first time filming from our new room. We have officially been living here for 1 week. It was a very stressful, chaotic, overwhelming week as we tried to get everything unpacked and in order. So I didn't even think about pulling my camera out. Even though there were so many things happening, it would have been actually great to vlog it and kind of share like what we were accomplishing. But that's okay because we still have like 1,000 more things on our list that we need to do. And so I can share with you in this vlog as we just continue to settle into our new house. So our first week here was not exactly what I thought it would be. I want to just relay this as honestly as I can without sounding like I'm complaining, because we prayed for this house and we're so blessed and happy to be here. It just really took a toll on me, both physically, obviously, because I'm limited on my capabilities, and emotionally. Like our 2 other moves never felt like this. It was literally just me and Richie. It was completely different. But when you've got like kids thrown into the whole picture plus being super pregnant, it just made it 10 times harder. And here's the thing, I still feel like it was better to move now before the baby comes, because I actually think it would have been harder to do it after the baby and having 3 kids. When you move into a place, all your stuff is in boxes, and that's already so stressful to be living out of boxes and like trying to get everything out and into place and in order as fast as you can. Things were just getting placed wherever. Like obviously at our old place, I had all my systems and processes in place to make life the most efficient and easy for me and the kids to operate on a daily basis. But then once you move into a new place, it's like you kind of have to just recreate all of that in your new space, which is just not possible to happen that quickly because of everything going on. So you're basically just in survival mode like every single day. So that's what happened all last week. It was just survival mode. On top of like all this stress, my body was just in so much pain. Being 34 weeks pregnant, having like Braxton Hicks all throughout the day. I have been able to rest a little bit more this week now that things are a bit more in order, and I've been able to like stop and take breaks and sit down, and I feel like that slowed down my Braxton Hicks. I'm trying not to put pressure on myself for like having everything in place, having your home clean. Like it's just not going to be clean for a while. You're gonna have random things around for a while, and like it just takes time to settle in and make a place a home. Throughout all that chaos last week, we did find like little pockets, little moments where we would just stop and be like full of gratitude and just so amazed that we're finally here. Like Richie was playing with the kids in the basement. They were able to run around and he didn't have to tell them to stop running because the neighbors downstairs are gonna hear. Or like the kids were just playing outside in the yard. The sun was shining on them. It was like so beautiful the week we moved in. I think it was 70 degrees out every day. I didn't even have any backyard toys for them except for like one water table my mom gave me. And so they were just like putting hose water in there and having fun. It just like made me so happy to see them in a yard. Simple things like my packages arriving right at my front door and I don't have to buzz anyone in or run down and make sure it wasn't left on the street because it's gonna get stolen. I don't have to bring it up 3 flights of stairs, super pregnant and like completely out of breath, and it just makes the biggest difference. It makes me so happy. Today's video is actually sponsored by Green Chef, and that was one of the hardest packages I used to have to take up at my old place because it comes in like the big boxes with ice packs in it, and so they're really heavy. I get notified that they're here and then I just grab them from the door with my pregnant self and don't have to carry them up the stairs. And it's amazing. It is so amazing. Now that I've updated you all on I'm sorry, I'm like looking at my belly in the viewfinder and it just looks so big. We are gonna go make a yummy lunch from Green Chef. I ordered their Mediterranean meals this week and I'm gonna cook it up with you in our new kitchen that I'm so excited about because there's so much space in there now. I feel like everything is like such an exciting moment for me. It's like first time filming in my room, first time filming in our new kitchen. Okay, hopefully you guys don't hear this kid's sound machines too loud in the background because all the rooms are right there. Also, I don't know all the best angles and like lighting positions for this new place, so bear with me. We have today cauliflower and couscous bowls, kale, carrots, tomatoes, dates, almonds, miso tahini sauce, some of my favorite things. The cauliflower should be interesting, but yeah, let's get started. Green Chef is a CCOF certified organic company and have options for every lifestyle: keto and paleo, vegan, vegetarian, fast and fit, Mediterranean, and gluten-free. This move has obviously been so hectic. It was a very quick turnaround from our closing date to our move-in date. Like we literally closed the day before we moved in. So having Green Chef meals for this week has been super helpful, obviously helping me with meal planning, grocery shopping, and most of the prep work. Everything comes prepackaged, labeled. Obviously you have instructions. And I'll also be needing Green Chef, of course, when I'm postpartum as well, because that's one of the hardest things postpartum is feeding your family while you're in recovery. Another great thing is that Green Chef is sustainable, and I'm so excited to announce that our house has recycling now. I don't even know if I ever admitted this about our other place, but we did not have a recycling bin there. I always hated it and it bothered me so much. Pull out trash can with one trash can and one recycling bin, and it makes me so happy. This kitchen is so functional when it comes to cooking. It's like amazing. It has this like huge island here, and that's where I do a lot of like the prep work. Cutting boards usually here, so I can just very easily toss all the trash in there. And the sink is just like huge. Then we've got another whole area here with the stove, more prep space here. Then I've got our little breakfast nook that I'm so excited about. Okay, that was my little mini kitchen tour because I feel like you guys will probably ask anyway, like, what the heck does your kitchen look like? And I haven't really showed you, but this space, the way everything's laid out, just makes cooking and prep so much easier. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Ooh.
It kind of tastes like oatmeal.
Oh, it looks like oatmeal. You're right, it does. Okay, the kids just woke up. I had Jace help me with making the last bit of that meal, but I'm gonna enjoy this, so I'm about to try a bite. I just got a taste of that date. This is so good. I love that tahini sauce mixed in with a like kind of spicy ginger blend, but then the dates just sweetening it all up. But I would have never in a million years have put any of these ingredients together or tried to make this on my own if it wasn't for Green Chef. So definitely gonna have Richie try it when he gets home, but I have a feeling he's gonna want some type of meat in here. So you can put a little salmon on the side. Actually, the recipe suggests that, and I do have salmon, so he'll probably grill himself one up. If you guys have been wanting to try a meal kit, I highly suggest Green Chef. You can use my code NicoleG60 for 60% off plus free shipping on your first box. Go to greenchef.com for more details. Check out my description, and thank you so much to Green Chef for sponsoring this portion of the video. Okay, so contrary to what we thought it would be like moving here and having a yard right away, we thought we can just send the kids out and everything's good, but the yard has been a little bit of a stressor just because it's not exactly in order or like safe enough for children yet. There was stuff everywhere in this yard when we first moved in. There was wet leaves all over, sticks, twigs from the tree that had fallen out. We ended up just like hiring landscaping to come out and clear everything out. So if you saw the very first clip of when we did the walkthrough, it already looks 10 times better just getting that basic stuff cleared out. And now the kids can actually like be out here. So one of the main things is there's like a ton of pea gravel right here, and they've been playing in it every day like a sand pit, which is kind of fine. I didn't really care. I was like, whatever. But obviously not ideal for kids to just be playing with a bunch of rocks. And I was like trying to teach Aria, like, you don't eat it, you don't put it in your mouth. It's not really like the cleanest pea gravel. We were trying to decide, do we want to keep it? Do we want to move it? Like, what in the world are we doing with it? We already have fencing on all 3 sides, although it's 3 different fences, but that's fine for now. But we don't have gates blocking the kids from going off, like running into the street. Then you've got this guy. A shed that's just smack dab in the middle of the yard. It makes no sense. I don't know why they put it there. The door is facing the other way. Today is a huge day because we're getting that shed relocated into the corner of the yard. Came inside because I didn't know if you could even hear me, but I wanted to explain the whole shed story. So we actually talked to neighbors and they're all amazing. Everyone on this block is amazing. Like, that was such confirmation of just the area we moved. And they were like, we heard rustling a few months ago, looked over the fence and saw skunks running under your shed. So we think you might have skunks. So we were like, oh my goodness, like if we want to move that shed, what if there's a family of skunks living under there? So we had critter control come out to observe and see if we might have skunks. Based on what they said, they didn't see any paw prints anywhere. They asked us if we've smelled anything and we were like, well, we've only been here a couple days, but we haven't smelled any skunk. They were like, we don't think that there's skunks living there anymore, but let's do a rock test. So they took like little stones about this size, because there was one spot where like an animal clearly was able to get in and out. And so we blocked off the entrance and they were like, if these are moved in the next day or 2, then you have an animal living under there because they have to get in and out to get food. But if not, then you probably don't have to worry about it. So we did the rock test. They weren't moved. So I was like, hello, Dr. Jace. Yes, he's a doctor today. But anyway, we hired people to come out today to move this shed. And I'm just nervous about what might be under there, because then my sister and mom were like, well, what if we placed it there for a specific reason, like to block something on the ground? Like maybe there's a well, or my sister goes, maybe there's a bomb shelter, because I guess apparently their neighbor, they discovered that there was a bomb shelter in her yard. I don't even know. I'm just thinking maybe there's some dead animals under there. With everything going on, like we solve one thing and then another problem comes up. So I'm like anticipating, you know, solving this, but then some other big problem happens because of it that we need to now put money towards. But I am eager to get it out of the way so that the yard just like feels more spacious because it's so randomly placed. Then we could start like evening out the ground. We need to do grass seed and all that. There's a lot to do. I didn't even talk about the ants or the huge centipede I saw the other day. All the things I forgot that comes with having a house. Okay, so anyway, stay tuned. I will let you guys know what happens with this shed. Okay, so these guys just finished moving the shed. I'm gonna show you guys what it looked like underneath. A lot better than I anticipated, which is great. The most interesting thing they found under it was like an animal carcass or like a skull of a possum. They showed me the teeth, but mostly it's just roots from a big tree and a ton of leaves and like trash we gotta clean up. There's our cute little shed now in the corner where it should have been the whole time. Very relieved to see that there's no skunk under there. So moving on to other things I can hopefully get done today. You guys, this is my master new home to-do list because I've been feeling so overwhelmed. I was like, I'm gonna write everything down. I'm just gonna make a huge list and circle anything in red that's priority. I've been trying to get things for the house here and there. Some of our stuff went in the basement, some of it's up here, but I'm really trying to take my time with that because obviously it's not something that you want to just like rush and go out and splurge and spend a bunch of money on furniture and make quick decisions and blah blah blah. Trying to add a little more color. So as you can see, I got this really cute vintage rug for upstairs. This will be like our living room. There won't be a TV in here. It will just be a place to gather, talk, read books, play with the kids, host people, really want to make it like a cozy space. The TV is downstairs in the basement, and that being said, I've been wanting to actually take our other rug, this one right under here that we've had for forever in our living room at our old place, and put it downstairs because we kind of wanted a carpeted basement. But obviously that's not something we're about to pay for right now because that's a lot of money. I just need a nice spacious area rug to put under like our one sectional we have down there and kind of the kids' toy area. Saw this vintage rug on eBay. It was actually a really good size for this room because this room's a little bit awkwardly shaped where it's like elongated. It's like an original Turkish vintage rug, really beautiful and in good shape. I'm gonna take the other one and put it downstairs to try to make the kids area a little bit more cozy. This was the couch that was at our old place that we grabbed and was sitting in our living room we weren't using. We wanted to use it up here. So that's from OfferUp actually, an IKEA couch, really good condition. And then I think it'd be great to get 2 armchairs to go on that side of the coffee table and this side of the coffee table. I'm on OfferUp and Facebook Marketplace like every day because I don't know, right now I'm like, I'm not about to buy brand new furniture. Even if we just get stuff for the interim, that's like a placeholder, or maybe later we upholster it if I don't like love the fabric. Obviously like the random dresser back there and that thing are not gonna stay there. We just don't have a place for that right now. I have random things behind you that don't belong here, but we just don't, everything is just kind of all over the place right now and it just is what it is. Okay, that is as good as it's gonna get until I can get some armchairs. Okay, Richie just brought the rug down for me. This is like the dinky rug I had left over, and I just obviously want something to cover this whole area. Right now, just toys everywhere. We are in survival mode, but grateful to have a basement, of course. Anyways, I'm gonna try to get this cleaned up. Again, I'm really just concerned about this area because this is where we mostly are. Oh, it's not pushing the rug. What are you doing? Jace has been waking up early from his naps. I think he's slowly transitioning out of naps. I've been dreading this day for a long time. So we're trying to implement quiet time. I told him he could pick out one toy and go to his room and do quiet time, but that usually lasts about 5 to 10 minutes, so. Okay, I definitely think it's a little cozier. So this whole rug is at least next to the sectional. Obviously we need like a table. We need like a console under the TV. A couple of the toys are out. There's way more actually on that wall, but also in our laundry room, which has like a storage area. Just have to do one thing, okay? The other thing people don't tell you. You think your kid will love playing in the basement alone by themselves, but really it takes them time to get used to it, and they're kind of scared of it at first. Right now, he doesn't want to be there alone. Here, mommy's gonna cross off some things on the list so I could feel a little bit better about life right now. Okay, done. Basement rug, done. Relocate shed, done. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. Hello, Dr. Jace.